niggas on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock a tech. You want the chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch?
Could the crypto downturn last for 4 years? So welcome to Root Zones, bringing you the good news and the bad news of crypto. My name is Wayne.
And my name is Manish.
Now, if you like money in crypto, make sure to hit the subscribe button. So guys, let's see what's happening now. Manish, there's some noise.
Is it
that-
from my side?
Your side, no? Maybe it's me. I don't know. Let's see. So CZ, right? Boss CZ says that the crypto downturn could last 4 years, and he plans to go on a spending spree. Now, of course, crypto investors might be reeling from the most chaotic blowout in the industry's history. Market value is down, value down about 2/3 in the last 6 months. One of the biggest crypto players, the chaos is the golden moment, the chance to go on a buying spree. I think here at Root Zones, we agree with him. But be careful we'll speak a bit about portfolio management shortly. So, of course, he's not debating the disastrous things that has happened in the crypto space in the last month. But, of course, CZ, universally known as, met in Fortune in London in early March, cover of the magazine, right? Binance was estimated to be worth about 300 million, according to insiders. That made the privately owned firm one of the most valuable entities, and its CEO in one of the biggest stakes, worth 73 billion in Fortune magazine. So of course CZ right now is in a position that he doesn't need to raise money. In an interview via Viva Technology, a 4 days industry expo in the French capital, based on my knowledge, he said, we have a larger budget than anybody else in the industry. So of course he has one component of the business in Binance where they actually look at projects to do investments. So Luna, of course, was one of that initial investments that actually CZ has actually ventured in. So of course, there's also hiring sprees that is happening, right? So US competitors, crypto trading platform like Coinbase announced on Tuesday that it was laying off 1,100 staff. So Binance is using the industry shakeout to hugely boost its staff number. With about 2,000 new hires, he will add on an existing 6,000 employees. So while people are actually laying off platform competition, CZ is actually acquiring these talents, right? So he's buying great projects. He's on Fortune magazine. He's even acquiring talents from other platforms, right? Due to the layoff. So money is on his side, and he's a law-abiding citizen. So of course, recently he has built kind of an accounting team to be part of the legal team. So compliance was a key message for him. So 20 years ago, if you look at what the internet did, right? You'll be sending money from England to Latin America and China. You won't think about crypto. You just paid that $1 for an article written in Latin America, and you'll be in the metaverse interacting with people, and you won't think about the technology. He says it will be everywhere. So of course, he's envisioning that how the internet was, how basically we are still talking about that roadmap 1.0, 2.0, and now moving to 3.0. So the technology is moving progressively, guy. Cryptocurrency, of course, is taking a hit, but we cannot discount that. So Michael Saylor, we just posted on a tweet. I retweeted on our Root Zones Twitter account. He gave a quote, right? Basically, you can see a infinite sign divide by 21 million. Basically, what he's saying is that you can print infinitely amount of money, right? Because we have DPEG from the gold. President Nixon has done that in 1971, if I'm not mistaken. My memory serves me. But Bitcoin has only 21 million. So guys, one of the key messages we've always been preaching here at Root Zones, 50% of your portfolio should be Bitcoin. So you got to really look into your Bitcoin. You got to really look into 25% Ethereum, and the remaining 25% are all high risk projects, right? So your DAO, Metaverse, your rebases. So these are things you need to take note and make sure you do, plot everything on an Excel spreadsheet, do your the numbers, run your numbers on a portfolio and see whether your Bitcoin is at 50%. Of course, make sure that when you're buying Bitcoin, use the next hop as your platform in your local country. Here in Singapore, we are using CoinHuckle. So from our bank to CoinHuckle, and then when we cash it out, it will go back to the bank. So because of the travel rule, we don't want to become millionaires and then later get inquiry by government officials on where the money is coming as part of the anti money laundering, right? So take note of that. In other news, of course, the crypto market might get worse with the next Fed meeting in July, guys. So July, another key milestone. Basically, in short, based on another 75 BP in July, with the rates ending the year at 3.5 or 3.75 interest rates. All right. So according to analysts, there is a positive feedback or positive risk to the Fed forecast for rate interest increases, right? And the supply side of the economy should be balanced with robust demand in order to reduce the inflation swiftly. Now, given the geopolitical settings, COVID containment measures in Asia, the scarcity of workers in the US, it doesn't look like this will happen very soon. Now, as a result, the Feds will need to undercut demand from monetary tightening as inflation is likely to be slow and sticky on its way down. Then they also foresee a 50 BP or base points changes in September and November, followed by another 25 BP increase in December. So by the end of this year, guys, we'll be looking at somewhere from 3.5 to 3.75. So it's going to be, I mean, looking at just a recent two rebases, I mean, not rebases, but the two BP points that they have increased cost some things in the market. Can you imagine a further increase until December? So hang in there, do dollar cost average, be smart about your dollar cost average. You got $10,000, you might want to do 500 now. Maybe towards the end, tail end of December, then put in the rest of the money. So work out something. Of course, if you are not too sure, you can always reach out to us at our Telegram group, Root Zones. Next up, billionaire Mark Cuban project built on cheap money will not survive this crypto winter. Again, this is the 25% of the portfolio I've been talking about. So of course, you may find great projects like we know, right? We have Titano, we have KDA, we have the metaverse like Block, Meta Hero, even BNB premium coins, BNB tokens. They are all taking a big hit, guys. We have actually broke the $1 trillion market cap. We are doing somewhere around the 800,000 billion. 80% of it is retailers, 10% whales. Whales may not come into the market at this point of time because there's no more liquidity to cash out, right? And then you have institutions which actually do not really play these games that the whales do. So if you look at the demographics, of course, most of the crypto folks that are coming in are the Gen Zs, of course, age between 18 years old and maybe 20, with an average annual income that they earn about 55,000 per annum. So you can imagine that is a dime, right? That they actually, even if they put in their life savings, it wouldn't actually move the market. So we need regulations and we need institutions adoption. So hopefully for Bitcoin, good news is we know the supply and demand, there's limitations. We are hoping that the EFT spot price for Bitcoin gets approved. When that happens, large volume of money from baby boomers will go into Bitcoin, followed by a spillover into Ethereum, followed by altcoins. So keep that in mind. The narrative has not changed for Root Zones. We are on that trajectory and doing dollar cost average monthly, right? So keep your daytime job. Of course, find a job that pays in terms of the market demands. It's what Warren Buffett has recently said when he was asked where's the best way to invest. He said, invest in yourself, get yourself educated, find out what the market wants, get that certification, and go and deliver that for, during the next 2 years, right? Because of the inflation, we have to look at productivity rather than investments, because all investments is going to take a hit. Of course, if you have large volume of cash, then recessions actually helps to create wealth, right? So as you go down in a dip, you can actually use that large volume of cash to actually acquire assets. And I'm talking about not so much crypto. I'll be looking at real estates, right? So something to take note. Now, of course, the U.S. Federal Reserve historic belated war on inflation is already yielding some significant results. Credit card has soared past 20%. Mortgage costs have climbed up since the highest since 2008. And companies are having a hard time borrowing. So when they have a hard time borrowing, they will reduce their number of employees, right? So job creation also becomes an issue. You got to be careful about job cuts, and that's why stay relevant, guys, in your skills. For Singaporeans, the government has given us skill futures, so use that money during times of recession to find out what is trending in the marketplace, right? So keep yourself holding a job, invest, keep your costs low. I mean, live prudently and invest the difference. Spread it across. If you can get a real estate, go for that. If you can't, then do dollar cost average, as what we have said before. We are doing buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, keeping it 50, 25, 25. And you guys, let us know what's working for you. We are not going into any other projects. I know most of you are asking us, sending us, hey, is this good and all that. When we quickly, when we take a quick look at it, we don't find any innovation. Most of it is just a duplicate with a spin of marketing and new fancy website. So don't be fooled by false appearance in these market conditions, and don't throw your money to projects that may not make it, right? So 95% of all projects will fail, except for those dominants, because they have a good narrative, they have good supply, and a lot of people have and the first mover advantage that they have, right? Um, so that's all I have today in the news covering 1 week. I'm going to hand over to Manish for the next segment.
Thanks, Vin.
Manish,
Yeah. So I have certain updates to share since it's a week, and then there are so many things happening in the crypto industries. There are so many changes. Of course, we did not get so much positive news, but even the downfall, we are taking it as a very positive, and it's opportunity to buy a Bitcoin. Because there was a time it's beyond our reach, and now it's something that we can own at least one Bitcoin and one Ethereum. So I think Wayne has already covered this. And then do your dollar cost average. Don't go with one shot buying some huge investment, but at least you can do a dollar cost average. Whatever your free amounts you can start investing in, and then probably once the things are back to normal, probably what CZ has mentioned, after 4 years, that is going to give you a good kind of investment returns. So this is what we follow here in Blue Zones, and we do dollar cost average, and there's something that we also have a goal of Ethereum and Bitcoin to own it. So yeah, so just some light, we just wanted to put it on why Ethereum is down 40% in 7 days. You might be knowing it that its current price is $1,000, and the next support line is $800. So let's check it out. Why this is down? The 40% in past week. So cryptocurrency market took a beating over the past weeks. The total capitalizations is down below $1 trillion for the first time since January 2021. So losing a staging 300 billions in 7 days alone. One of the cryptocurrency that performed particularly badly was Ethereum. It's down 40% over the same period, and it's trading at around $1,000, having dipped below the level briefly. And without any further ado, let's find out what are the three reasons in past few weeks that's the reasons for this huge drop. So border market pullback. When looking at the cryptocurrency market in general, it evident that the entirely of its plugging over the past couple of weeks. Decrease accelerated over the last week, resulting in 300 billion being wiped off the entire capitalization. So there's a huge money that being taken off from the crypto industry. But it's not just crypto. Wall Street is also a scramble, with the S&P 500 trading for a 4.25% loss in the past week. The Dow Jones Industry Average DJIA is also down 4% over the same period, whereas the NASDAQ composite tumbles slightly less than 2%. So even the share markets and all those, it's not doing good. The border microeconomics pictures doesn't look good. The global economy being from the rampant inflation and ongoing war in Ukraine. So there are multiple contributing factors which created this heat. And if you see the heat map of cryptocurrency is a bloodbath, guys. The next potential reason is Celsius network is distress. It's important to note that almost everything related to that currently going on the Celsius network comes from the industry analysts. There is no official information from the company on the ongoing state of its affair. The first sign of major distress came when the platform downright halted all withdrawals. People started getting panic what is happening. Even we from Blue Zones, myself and Wayne, also have certain money which is in Celsius, and we are also waiting for the updates. So transfer, swap, sitting extreme market conditions, and essentially left user blocked out, no access to their fund. So this create another level of panic in the crypto industry, and then people afraid to invest more, and they just try to recover their money. So Three Arrow Capital, 3AC, which something that it's also a potential reason, as the ever was not enough. Three Arrow Capital, one of the largest cryptocurrency hedge fund with a tremendous amount of asset under management, is also going through a rough patch, to say the at least. So few days ago, a rumor started circulating that the fund was faced massive liquidations and is supposedly insolvent. Somewhat cryptically confirmed that one of the fund co-founder who said, we are in the process of communicating the relevant parties and full committed to working this out. So this is what the three reasons came out last week, and which causing the cryptocurrencies on the downfall side, and the Ethereum also 40% over the last and over the same period of time. So, but nevertheless, it's never take this as a some disappointing news. Ethereum is something that always will come back very strong. So this is a time where we have to do a dollar cost average and start investing. So in another update, I have something for Celsius. What's going with Celsius network, and why is it a huge risk for crypto? So just check out a brief what is this news update. So Celsius network has been at the tip of everyone's tongue over the past few weeks, and not without a reason. The platform is at a forefront of ongoing cryptocurrency storm and market downturns. So, what is Celsius and how does it work? Celsius Network is a centralized platform that offers yield and various cryptocurrency, including Ethereum and Bitcoins and many stable coins. The May it was positions itself reminds that a bank, but in fact, it seems to operate more like a huge fund. So the business model is multifold. First, these the part where users are able to earn interest in their cryptocurrency. The way it works is simple. You just deposit your cryptocurrency in Celsius and are promised to certain yield, yearly returns, which may vary, but it's publicly advertised as 17% APY. So this is something that it's attracted to us also, myself and Wayne, and then we started investing there in a Bitcoin to earn some APY. But later part, something went wrong, and the major red sign that something is very wrong in Celsius came when they flat out halted withdrawals and transfer, locking out all their customers out of their money. So there's something that we think that something going wrong with this Celsius network. The power of blockchain based technology, however, hides in the part in that it's entirely transparent. The community has been eager to track some of the positions that Celsius hold, and things are not looking very good indeed. For example, we can track the company positions on the massive DAI loan through Oasis, a protocol that allow users to borrow DAI against any kind of collaterals that support by makers. So what the above tells that Celsius has borrowed a DAI with the current capitalization ratio of 195.93%, and over 545 million is locked by WBTC as a collaterals. So they have a liquidations price that 26% below the current BTC, and if that reached, they don't add more collaterals, so their entire positions worth more than half a billion will be liquidated on chain. So that's the reason they have blocked all the withdrawals to have their collateral deposit, so that they can still avail the loan. So that's all for the update side. And Bitcoin also, there's some update. Bitcoin also fall below 19,000. You must be aware, lowest in over 18 months. And this is also something that we feel that it may go, because Rich Dad Poor Dad author also claimed that it may hit 11,000, but we can't assure this. We will just wait and watch. But this is the price, is something that we can start doing dollar cost average and start investing it with little money, and see where it taking us in future. So that's all for today, and then let's see what is happening in the fear and greed side. I think today is a 6 is lowest ever.
Yeah, 6 is the lowest extreme. Never seen this for a very long time. And even if you look at the Bitcoin rainbow, first, I didn't actually use this for quite a long time, but you can see that this blue line here, 2015, took them about 2 years, right? So 2 years they've been there. It was most likely a painful bear season, and then we had a very nice boost. We had a very nice run up, and it was really fast from somewhere in 2017 all the way up to, yeah, within 2017 itself. So it took less than, let's say, if I were to estimate, it's from April till December. So April to December, you can see May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December is 8 months, guys. So it took 2 years of winter, and then in 8 months it exploded to about close to 17,000. This was the first run up we had, and then after it came back down, and then it took from 2018 all the way to about 2000. So another 2 years. It took another 2 years, and then we had a major run up to about 60,000 over. So, and that happened in the span of let's say this is about the October, maybe it's about October to about, yeah, maybe it's about in less than 6 months. So guys, sometimes when it goes up, you will see a very nice run for about 6 months, but when the bear comes in, it takes 2 years. So of course, people just remember that these two segments that happened, we were very low interest rates, right? We had the Trump administration, we had also the Obama administration. So during that segment, there was no talks on inflation, although there was, but nobody's doing anything about it. But this time round, because the Feds are doing something about the inflation by increasing the interest rates, we might have an extended longer bear from maybe 2 years to, like what CZ say, 4 years perhaps, right? Based on his own analysis. So of course, looking now at the market, we are red throughout everything. Just put this back up. We are also 19,000 cryptos, 500 exchanges, but normal $1 trillion market cap, we are down to 844,000. So of course, volume still there, about 68 billion that is trading, but Bitcoin and Ethereum takes about 60% of the market. So of course, Bitcoin used to have a $1 trillion market cap. Right now it's only 366, down by 6.61 at 19,000 price. Of course, the baseline is what Manish has mentioned. Kiyosaki spoke about these two prices, 22,000 as well as 11,000, or 24,000 and 11,000. Ethereum down by 7%, 1K. BNB down by 5%, Cardano down by 3.61%, XRP down by 4%, Solana down by 3%, and Dogecoin in 10th place down by 3%. So top 10 coins, of course, Ethereum name service, Light 2, T-Fuel, Quan, BCH, Bitcoin Cash, Tomo, TWT, SRN, CT from Manchester, TRX, and Pitbull. So with that, guys, that's all we have. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Yeah. Just a tweet of the day. So as I mentioned, the
Diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock it tag. chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch?
This is gonna be a blooper. I haven't end streaming yet, Manish. You can go ahead and share your Twitter. Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are still live. We are still live. Go
Okay,
ahead.
okay. All right. So this is the tweet of the day, as I mentioned previously when we were going through that update of Ethereum, and the next support line is goes, which it shows is $800. So I think this is the right time to start investing on Ethereum and Bitcoin. I think you will not get this opportunity again. Though CZ claims that it's going to be for 4 years. I don't know what would be the price, whether it will go further down. But I think for the coin like Ethereum and Bitcoin is the price, is the time to plan our dollar cost average. So that's all for today, guys, and see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, see you guys. I'm just gonna play for you Snoop Dogg that enters the sandbox for the metaverse. So go ahead
Yeah.
and
NFT, never forget to pass it. Quickest way to get your motherfucking ass kicked. Smoking big while I'm bouncing in the classic. No cap, I don't even gotta gas it. When the weed come around, real shit, 2 puffs, nigga, pass it. I only want that loud talk. Oh, you got it, roll it up and let me sample it. Keep an eye on my weed, cause if I don't, it'll disappear like magic. Smoke the whole sack, only got a roach back. I'ma let you niggas have it. Yeah. 2021, Snoop D.O. Dub. NFT, never forget to pass it. Quickest way to get your ass kicked. Oh yeah, this is another classic. Now right on, right on. Mm.